cool feature I want to show you today is this. When I create a episode in Descript and I finished editing whatever, as I edit, if you look at this conversation in here, you see these highlights that I have. These are my social media clip highlights if you want. And as I edit, I go through and I highlight them. Oh, that's a nice clip, that's a nice clip, and so on. Then I extract those to separate compositions. So I will just make a selection. Let me show you how to do it. It's very easy. Let me just find a short one. All right, here we go. So this one, you just select it. And then you say, copy to, duplicate to, new composition, right there. You can also right-click on that selection and you say duplicate to, new composition, same thing. Or you can press Command-Shift-C or Control-Shift-C on Windows. And look at this. It's going to create a new composition for you. Click Open and you are there. You can find that composition also in the Project tab, right there. You can resize this, by the way. And this is a social media clip that I can now edit any way I like, right? So I can edit this clip independent of my main episode. And you can see it's got two scenes because I'm changing the camera in the middle. Not a problem. I can reset these. I can change the layout. I can do whatever. So one thing that I wanted to show you is this. When you create social media clips, you want to also export them as videos and upload them to social media or YouTube, whatever, shorts. But then you have to write a description for them. And look at this project here. I mean, my episode, I managed to extract 22 clips, right? Lots of clips in my episode, right? And I've created a vertical version of it, like here. There's a vertical one with a different layout, vertical top to bottom. And then I created a square version for Twitter or X because they seem to like the square aspect ratio better. And then you want to create a description for these. So this is one clever use of the AI that I found. I have this one here. I'm actually going to use the one I extracted just now. Forget about the layout. We're going to go back to that in a minute. But this is the content. This is the text. And then I'm going to go to Underlord and say, you know what? I would like to get because, doing this 22 times, it's exhausting. I need to read it and go, what is this about and whatnot? Okay, I want the AI to do this for me because that's the promise, right? So I go to the AI at the bottom here in the publish section and I say, create a YouTube description. Click on that. And here's the nice thing. If I don't do anything in here, if I just press submit, watch what happens. The AI is going to run through this text and come up with a basic generic description. You see, it doesn't have a title. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. And then you've got the chapters, which honestly, who needs chapters for a 42-second thing? I don't need a chapter for that. But look at this. The thing is, it says in this episode, the creator, who is that? That's Chris, right? Reflects on their journey of facing 5 months without any income and the struggle, blah, blah, blah. They share the turning point and so on. Despite initially YouTube effort, there. Okay, well, when I create shorts for my clients and myself, I like to talk about the person who's talking, right? The person who's talking in there, okay? So I like to go and tweak the prompt. So here's how I do it. And I have these saved somewhere because I wish I could save these here. But I like to say, you know what? Okay, Descript's going to do the description for me, but I want to give it instructions. So here's an instruction that I usually put in there for creating clips. So this is a clip for a YouTube short, right? So I'm telling it what to do a description for. By the way, sometimes it kind of ignores some of these instructions, but 99% it works, okay? Just don't put too much information in there because if you put too much, then it's going to kind of go crazy. It doesn't know what to do. I think it has some limits and some kind of protection in place, so you can't really do, weird stuff. So I'm going to say also, the person talking in this video is Chris Venard. Use him in the description, all right? Talk in third person, singular, using him, he, right? This is the prompt. Make sure to include a title. So this is my sort of like custom instruction for the prompt. And I am saving so much time with this because now all of the descriptions are going to come in with this, this person, whoever they are. I don't have to modify that and say, oh yeah, that's third person, first person, whatever. I'm going to basically say submit and watch this. So it says Chris Menard's journey from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. Okay. In this clip, Chris Menard, so you see, he's already included in the thing, shares his experience of going over 5 months without any income in his YouTube channel, turned around in 2022. He reflects on the impact of losing his monetization and how it motivated him to get serious about his YouTube content. Now, isn't that much better? I don't care for the chapters again, but this is actually quite good. I can copy and paste it in my YouTube, tweak it a little bit if I want to, if it's maybe too long, and there you go. And what I really like about this is that it remembers the last one you used. So the last custom instructions you used are remembered. So if I go back to project and I choose a different composition, let's say this one, you see, it's still Chris talking here. I don't want to read this and create a little summary myself. All I'm going to do is go to Underlord, go down again to the YouTube description. There's my prompt. This is still Chris, hasn't changed. Click submit. And now I get a new one. So basically you can you can go through these in like 5 minutes and do all of your descriptions for YouTube. And a lot of these actually allow you to add custom details, custom instructions. So the AI will talk, because I usually followed up, in the previous version of Descript, you couldn't have that instruction field. And then you had to follow up and say, speak in first person or talk in the second person or whatever. And you had to wait for it to regenerate. And it didn't always work. It sometimes ignored you, right? So I liked that a lot. So I also tried, because if you follow up, this is when it gets messed up, right? So if I say, give me a few YouTube keyword tags separated by commas relevant to this content. This actually almost never works for me, but let's try it. So that's you continuing your conversation. There you go. There's no tags. It just gives me the description again, kind of tweaks it again. So I said, follow up again. You forgot the tags. I apologize, whatever. It's probably not going to work. There you go. So it is a limitation there. Now, if you go to Underlord and you say, forget about the YouTube description, I'm going to say, ask Underlord. And I'm going to say, ask, what would you like to help with? Okay, let me try this. So I'm going to say follow up, and I'm going to say, give me a few YouTube tags relevant to this content. Separate them by commas, right? Let's see if it actually does this. If I start from a blank, there you go. That's working, right? But you have to type that a lot. So if I go back now to, there's some of the tags, conditional formatting. Yeah, that's true. That's correct. These are good, right? If I can copy these, boom, and I'm done my tags too. If I care about tags, I don't care about tags too much, but there's a custom prompt in here. So that works. That is a really nice use of AI that I've tweaked recently by creating a custom prompt to add to the main prompt and to sort of guide the AI into giving you better results. So I'm no longer tweaking these a lot. I'm just checking them, reading through them maybe, but usually they're great.